If you go through the process of watching the tape with me, you're going to see how easy it is to find one good setup a week. One good setup a week. Listen, folks, listen. You don't need anything more than that. You don't need 16 trades, okay? You don't need 40 contracts, over leveraging in a discount broker, in market replay, not really making money. You don't need to do those things. Don't pursue that. Do one contract. Do one contract and get 25 handles for the week. You don't think that can change your entire life? It can. What happens if you just make, $1,000 a week? Just with one contract. After costs and commissions, and maybe you had a couple losing trades throughout the week. What if you just net $1,000? Right now, if that's what you were able to do 4 weeks out of a month, would you right now, because of what you see me do, and maybe other students, or maybe other educators, other people and influencers, are you going to be allowing those individuals and myself to influence you to want to do more? I want you to think about that before we start in 2023. You need to fix those things, because that's not something good. That's going to be a hindrance. Because if I'm influencing you, if my students influence you, or other traders or educators or would-be mentors or trolls are influencing you to make you do something beyond what is easy. What's easy? $1,000 a week. That is easy. That is easy with one contract. And folks, that can change anybody's life. Anyone. And it might be too high for some of you. You might be thinking, well, if I could just do $500 a week, if I could just do $1,000 a month, man, the changes in my life, what would that really bring for me is peace and stress of all these things that's piling up on me. It could diminish if I could just do that. Right. That's all I'm saying. Don't go into 2023 thinking I'm going to flip my FTMO account. If you do that, I guarantee you will be pissing and moaning in my comment section, in the video section comments. You're going to be on Twitter crying blues because I wish I would have listened to that podcast or that stream you did on the 28th of December. You even told me what was going to happen, and I still did it. I don't want to hear or see any of that stuff. It's easy to avoid. It's real easy to avoid. You have to have a routine. You have to have a spirit of expectation that this is what you are trying to do. When you get that, you stop. You don't try to do more. You don't care what everybody else is doing, what I'm doing. This is what you're trying to carve out for your family. Ends have to be met. Pride and ego and image has nothing to do with that. Has absolutely nothing to do with it. You're starting a brand new year. You have the opportunity to sit down with someone who's been doing this for 3 decades. I promise you, you are going to learn. You're going to learn how to do this, how to navigate, and you're also going to feel comfortable when you don't need to be doing something. You're going to see that, okay, I don't see anything here. There may be a day where we set up the opportunity to sit in front of the charts together, and the market does something that changes my entire outlook. I'm going to explain why it did that, and then we may not do anything. And we close the session. This is what's going to happen. The folks that have no interest in learning how to be independent and an independent thinker, they're going to be the ones that bitch. They're going to be the ones that cry the blues. Oh, well, if he was so good, get up the road with that. Okay. I'm not in here trying to take guesses. I'm not a gambler. I'm not a good gambler. Okay. I want the things that I look for to be in my favor. Aggressively in my favor. Not, well, if it's 50-50, I'm going to see how good I can be at guessing. I don't want that. And you shouldn't want that either. Think about it. When you push that button, when you get to the point where if you ever decide to trade with live funds, and I'm never going to tell you to do that, but if you make that decision to do it, when you push that button or when you're about to push that button, do you have a spouse? Do you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a child, a dependent? I want you to think about them right before you push that button, because what you're doing is going to have a direct impact on them. You're either going to defer a lifestyle, or you're going to invite stress and ruin. Think about that. How many times have you ever considered doing that right now, or maybe in the past year? And the times you pushed the button knowing damn well you shouldn't have been messing around with it. I'm going to talk about those things in retrospect and real time. I don't want to be talking about wartime stories about I did this, I did that, because if I do that, I won't be watching the price and I won't be able to read it. So for the most part, it's going to be a very boring session until there's something to be focusing on. That's how real trading is. You know, I'm not in here playing light shows and neon flashing lights and all kinds of stupid stuff. Okay. I'm not trying to entertain you. It's not a rave. Okay. I'm taking you into the markets